Hi, everybody. All right, you hear me now? Whenever I was rearranging it, I accidentally unplugged it between my fingers. Okay, so hi, everybody in the crypto atmosphere. Um, Bitcoin has broken a new high and then pulled back a little bit right after that. Today's date is March 5th, 2024. This is an election year. There is stuff happening all around the world. um, Bitcoin ETF came out and made it to where people have secured investments in Bitcoin, even though it may just be paper and not actually owning Bitcoin themselves. The idea is that money has flowed into Bitcoin, and that's very important for market sentiment, right? So cryptocurrency is proving its worth. I, I've I've been on Twitter today, and there's been a lot of news where financial, where these newsrooms became they have a little sector for financial news, right? And those things only became something, or were only created after I stopped watching TV 20 years ago, maybe even 30 years ago. So destroys your mind, it rots it. So they can't ignore it. They continue to talk bad about cryptocurrencies and continue to interview people, and those people just need to tell them to shut up. In all sorts of ways, it's really funny. The rhetoric should be a little bit different than what it is. Um, how can you buy some cryptocurrency, set up an account with a bank that accepts both crypto and US dollars? And so they'll accept your US dollars in order for you to buy crypto. Or you can go through some payment situations where you can just buy straight from a credit card or a debit card and send it straight to a wallet that you had previously set up right before that. Um, I am up in Georgetown, Texas, which is north of you in Austin, Texas, if it is that you're a part of the meetup group where there's like 60 individuals or so that have subscribed to hear me talk a little bit about what I know. But I would appreciate if some of you left comments on these YouTube videos. This is sort of my way to create a place for us to have a conversation so that I can teach you a little bit something about crypto. The reason why um, I do this is because there's a lot of crap crypto out there, and just random people on the internet can create this digital facade, this little digital palace, and trick you into putting money into it, and maybe it won't last a decade, and so that's a real issue. You know, um, I don't get involved with anything that that I don't think is going to last at least a decade. Like that's what I'm starting to figure out. Like my understanding of crypto is continuing. I got in whenever Bitcoin was approaching $20,000 back in 2017. It was Christmas time. It was right after everybody had meals with their family on Thanksgiving and convinced their family members to buy in, and that created a top up temporary bubble, right? And then it went down from 20K, it went down to 3.5K in the next few months after that. And then everybody had questions, and there was money that was, or Bitcoin that was moved around, and so market sentiment was very bearish at the time. But folks who hold Bitcoin continue to hold Bitcoin. Folks who hold crypto continue to hold crypto. Um, we are seeing that there is a product market fit with crypto. We are seeing that there is utility. We are seeing mm, there's a very, very small percentage of the population that hold crypto. And those folks, like quite a few more of them, are starting to ask, how do I acquire this? What is this stuff? Why should I care? And that's a wonderful thing. When we see green candles or new all time highs, um, then people start asking questions. And that's wonderful. Just like if you show that you have money in the world, people might ask, how did you acquire this? What have you done that I might be able to follow in your steps? So I'm up here in Georgetown, Texas, and I'm very open about that. I host meetups at my commercial space, which is downtown here. I have that commercial space because I have family property. My grandfather and grandmother back in the 60s opened up an auto parts store, and my dad then took it over after he settled down. And so we still have that building, and I have a space inside that building. And so I've been doing meetups. And the reason why I was doing these meetups is because I fully believe in this one entrepreneur in crypto. His name is Richard Hart. You can find out more at richardhart.com. He created this token, which was called HEX. So you can find more at hex.com. This HEX token allows you to generate more HEX tokens. So it allows you to create interest on your existing holdings. So when I first came to crypto back in 2017, I wanted to put my money in a place where it would grow and it would be safe. And I I couldn't find that in crypto. It wasn't around. But this Richard Hart guy was analyzing all of crypto and then letting us know that in the future he was going to create that sort of thing. And so it just so happens that I ran across him, and it just so happens that he he followed through, and it's a wonderful product. So we call it a certificate of deposit on the blockchain, and we utilize it. And so me and a bunch of people, we utilize this token, which is the HEX token. And we're successfully navigating crypto, diversifying after it is that we make gains inside this crypto. Um, Not very much diversification because there's not much out there that you can trust. But something to know if you're new to crypto is the custodianship. If it is that you acquire some crypto and you hold it in an account with a large bank that has both crypto and US dollars, know that you just have an account with them. You don't really have possession of your crypto. If something happened to that establishment, um, you could you could be interrupted on what it is that you want to do with your own finances. The best thing that you can do is create a wallet, which is absolutely free. It's just um, the system just generates new code, let's say. Um, and so you would then place your crypto in that location, and it would be far away from any establishment getting to it. And it's away from governments getting to it as well. So whenever it is that, or also let me let me also say um, that there are exchanges out there where people congregate and trade crypto. And if those exchanges go down, um, you are out of luck. So that's why I mention having an address away from everything else, a wallet, an address. Sorry, I'm interchangeably using those words. Um, get your crypto away from everything else, safe and secure. Um, so if you would like to learn more about this token that has been a wonderful success for me and multiple other people, you can go to hex.pink and toggle the amounts of hex tokens that you would be interested in staking to earn interest, of course, and the time period that you would be interested in staking those. And so it would generate a general understanding of how much you would get back for that amount of tokens being locked up for that amount of time. If it is that you don't wait out your whole time period, you're penalized. Your penalties go to people who are honest and do follow through with what they say they're going to do. You still get some back, you know, beyond the penalties. So it's um, it's a system that is honest and fair, and that's how we're going forward in crypto. This thing has been around for 4 years. It was December 2nd that is the birthday of this crypto. Um, and this guy Richard Hart, richardhart.com, he's not done in the crypto space. He's giving us all sorts of new financial tools that we can utilize in the evolution of humanity, let's say. So that's wonderful. It's great to have a leader. It's great to have to know that somebody continues to work in the space, um, and also this crypto has proven itself. Um, and I hope that you investigate. Like, don't take other people's word for things. Instead, just investigate, and I will guarantee you will like this thing. And what's really awesome is that you're able to set up like savings accounts for free. You're able to set up scholarships for free. And these things just grow without you touching them. Um, so even though it's a system of like get in now to lock in your interest rate, um, it's you're not able to stake longer than 5,555 days. So it makes it to where there's always the availability of people to come into the system, and those earlier people, their wealth to be recycled into the later eras of the crypto. So it's not like I'm able to stake 100 years and sit on that mound and say, "Hey, I've been here the longest. I'm the best." Um, Instead, we say that there's still meat on the bone. So we've this guy Richard Hart. He's created a whole new blockchain and some other tokens for exchanging and incentivizing offering liquidity. But I'm not going to talk to you about those right now. Instead, we're just going to talk about hex tokens. And so thanks for joining the meetup group. I think I call it like Texas crypto dividends or crypto dividends. I've changed the name a few times. I apologize. I hope that you can read people well. because I'm one of those people that thinks honesty first. And I'm here to answer your questions. Again, please leave anything in the comments. And this was a live stream. I'm not editing, cutting, whatever. And then also, if it is that we get around to talking, I've got no problem with meeting you down here in the downtown setting and us having a meal together at the multiple restaurants you choose, whatever. Because I think that crypto is the future. I think that getting control of our money system going forward is the best way for humans. Um, and to cut all the spending that isn't necessary with our organizations, let's say. So today was the day that Facebook and Instagram went down, I think. So that's kind of a timestamp for what we're going through right now. I don't know what's going on, who's behind it, whatever. Um, but over there at Twitter, they may have had just a little bit of time down. I'm not sure. Or that was maybe I saw a tweet from Elon Musk that was taunting the rest of social media. I'm not sure. Oh, let me show you. This is what HEX token looks like. It's nice little jewelry made by someone in the community. They're down in Australia. So our community is worldwide. And the founder, the entrepreneur, Richard Hart, he used to be a Bitcoiner. That means that he was diehard Bitcoin. However, he changed his mind over the years, and he found a better way of doing things, and he's constructed that, and it's up and running. It's this other logo right here, Pulse Chain. But once again, I told you I wasn't going to talk about that. So what I wanted to go into was talking about how Richard Hart hasn't always been the most popular person. His opinion hasn't been the most popular. And so a bunch of these people who are influencers on the internet will talk negatively about Richard Hart. However, Richard told us back in the day that he gives people fair deals. He's been business owner multiple times before. He's had tons of employees before. And what he always does is gives people good deals. And that's what I've witnessed. And so if it is that people give it a chance, they will find the same thing. And so whenever it is that people talk bad about him, it isn't long before they are shown that they are wrong. So, yeah, we're just going through evolutionary steps in crypto, in our crypto community, and a lot of things are uncharted territory. It's really exciting. It's really interesting because so many of these people who are willing to put themselves out there on a limb, they're not playing with their real identity, and they're often selfish. And I'm not talking about Richard anymore. I'm talking about like all these people who are into talking about crypto on all the social medias. There are people inside my community that should not be trusted, and there are people who are passing through and taking what they can. Um, and so I'm learning. I'm continuing to learn. Like I said, 2017 was when I started paying attention to Bitcoin and how it works, and trying to get an understanding. And this Richard Hart guy had a good way of not putting lipstick on a pig, not just giving me a bunch of fluff, and instead talking about real issues. And so it's been wonderful. Um, I am a trained architect, and so I believe in appropriate structure and innovative design. And I look at society and I'm like, architects are supposed to be pillars in society, but society's like kind of turned on its head almost. And I would claim that a lot of that has to do with the money system. So here we are trying to fix the money. I guess that's it. That's all I got for you. Hey, Hexter, I see you in the chat. Thanks for being here, man. Okay, so I'm going to pass this on to the meetup people that are in that crypto dividends group, that are local to me. Also, me and a few other people are inside of this Texas group for this specific crypto. And so over at Telegram, we have a Texas group. It's HEX Texas. So you can find the address the address is t.me/HEX Texas. One word, right? You can ask whatever questions you would like inside of that. We're very friendly inside of there. I am an admin, so I can take I can take actions if need be, to make sure everybody plays nice. But we haven't had a problem at all. Richard's Bros in the chat says it's already fixed. He's talking about the money, fix the money, fix the world. Saying that we've already got the avenues that we need. Yeah, so I encourage everybody to earn passively, get into this crypto thing. And I don't know when it is that you'd be late, but you're way, 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 way early right now. I mean, just go talk to somebody down the street and ask them, hey, do you know what this is, or do you know what that is? And they'll just look at you like, what? And young people, they're just like, why would I care? Older folks, I've already got everything established. Why do I care? Yeah. So, also, I would like to encourage you guys to go check out the Ethereum group and the Bitcoin group in the Austin area. Go and communicate with those folks. I don't know, ask random questions, get perspectives from folks, see how good or bad people are about talking about this stuff. It's crypto cocktail gala time right now. We're at a height in the market, so there's tons of new people to the scene. All the people who have already established are continuing to gain followers. But You folks that have been in the game for a while, don't forget to take profits. The way that you would know that is if it is that you look at your balance, your portfolio, and think, "Gosh, I'm attached to that number." Go ahead and take a few profits. That's what that's a sign of. All of you people who are brand new to crypto, I was just telling my neighbor across the street because she said, "Oh, she was on Facebook the other day and saw that Bitcoin was doing well," and I was like, "Yeah, that's because of this and this." Um, it's absolutely easy and free to be a part of, to start getting involved in and start learning. And this brings the financial control back to the individual. If it is that somebody on the other side of the world is doing something that you want to support, you could send them money within seconds, which is an amazing thing to be able to do. As long as they're connected to the internet, as long as they're intelligent in crypto, just like you're going to be, we should be able to get good people good money. Okay. I'll leave it at that. I wish you well and happy Year of the Dragon 2024. Also, I'm on Twitter, and this is my Eco Builder is my name on Twitter. If you care to send me anything or tweet at me, let's have a public conversation. I'm not the most entertaining person, so I don't get that many people following me or interacting with me, but what I do bring to the table is pretty solid. And I've done very well in crypto. In Richard Hart's ecosystem, in the HEX token, and here I am telling you, have fun with this. Check it out. Set up some scholarship accounts for your niece and nephew, your grandkids. Set up a savings account for yourself. Set up a retirement account for the folks that aren't so sure that their 401k is going to be out, to help them in the future. Set up an emergency fund. There's all sorts of things. There's all sorts of purposes that you could easily drop $10 to $200 for the purpose of, right? And whenever it was that, like I've analyzed financial life and life, because of being in crypto. Like I'm this person that that has analogies for everything. And so one of the things that I like telling people is that the longest amount that you can stake HEX tokens is 5,555 days. And that's how it fits in the code. That's how we did it. Which is 15.2 years. So 15 years, like that's similar to a certificate of deposit, right? That's similar to a bond, right? What I like to tell people is whatever you think, just to try the system out, okay? Try it out and watch it from a distance. Have it to where you enter in your wallet address into one of our community softwares and just watch your portfolio, and it's hands off. So you can watch it climb, you can watch it go through ups and downs, and you can watch how much interest you're earning per day, because every day, the time ticks over. That's how the code works. And what I tell people is start out with whatever a Saturday night out is on a date. So if you're a college kid, maybe that's $40, $50. If you're in middle school, maybe that's $15, $25. If you're at the height of your career, maybe that looks like $200 to $400. I don't know, but don't break yourself in trying out this product. Instead, put that do without for that one date, and try out this system. And I suggest that you stake out for that longest amount, just so that you can see the benefits of staking longer, because there's reward bonuses in that. And I suggest you start now, because that locks you into today's interest rate. If you wait till tomorrow, it's a little bit less of an interest rate, and on and on and on, right? That's how the system works. And we have community tools that allow you to witness your portfolio. And one of those tools is called hexscout.com, like Boy Scout, but Hex Scout. And I think I'll leave you at that. So let's see, I went for 32 minutes approaching right now. And the Bitcoiners in Austin, they started their virtual meeting 33 minutes ago at 7 o'clock. So they'll be going on until 9 p.m. So typically their thing is for 2 hours. And the Ethereum folks, I don't meet up with them. They might be meeting in person. I think there's 2 different groups. There might be a virtual one and a in-person one. The Bitcoiners, they meet sometimes in person, but this certain one that I'm talking about that started 30 minutes ago and lasts for 2 hours is a virtual one. And so you can go to meetup.com and sign up with meetup.com. It's absolutely free. You could give them a trash email, I suppose. And it costs nothing to participate and ask your questions to these Bitcoiners. And the leader of this Bitcoin group, he testified in front of Congress back in like 2015 or so. So this is not just any Joe that is hosting these meetups. Yeah. I hope I have convinced you to look into the HEX token and Richard Hart, richardhart.com. Let's go forward. Thank you all so much. Peace out.